The Samsung S95B is the best TV I've ever seen. And I say that because typically we always have to make some sort of sacrifice. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to do that anymore. So smack a like on this video for being respectful of your time and just getting to the point in under 20 seconds. It's a great TV. Now, when I'm talking about sacrifices, I mean typically you either had to go with LED and deal with blooming, or, you know, it's okay, but the zones are never going to give you OLED clarity or OLED black, or you had to go with OLED, and then you had to deal with, of course, the sometimes black crush or the dimming more prominently and the washing out of colors at higher levels of peak brightness that this TV just does not have a problem with. You get the best of both worlds combined into one. You get the color of OLED, or of quantum dots, which is usually primarily an LED thing. You get the perfect black of OLED, and you get the brightness of LED. I mean, it all culminates together in the one final product, and it's so beautiful to watch that it's basically micro LED territory. And with that as the case, this is like an early micro LED TV without being micro LED. Now, this is huge because we've been waiting for this, guys. Like, we've been waiting for a TV that answers all of our concerns and all of our gripes with all of the current technology. You want smooth motion? This TV's got it. You want beautiful color? This TV's got the best around. You want a TV that's going to give you perfect black? It's got that. Brightness? This TV's over 1500 nits on a peak with 1400 nits sustained in HDR. This thing is a cannon, a light cannon. It is a beast, a monster of a television. You want a TV that has good internal sound that won't make you run out and buy a sound bar? This TV's got it. I mean, like, everything. You want a TV that eliminates the need for you to buy batteries for your remote? This TV charges via solar power and USB. I mean, like, everything you could think about. They really just kind of knocked it all out of the park. I mean, dude, I have not seen a TV so great. You want soap opera effect in game mode to make all your games super smooth, but you don't want the latency associated with that? They've got that. You don't want the blooming that usually comes with Samsung's game mode? Perfect black from that OLED. I mean, you're winning on every single front I can think of, and that's what makes this the best TV of 2022. I can't come up with a single metric, a single, anything that I can think of that's like, this TV failed. It is so incredibly strong that this is the TV of the century, in my opinion. I truly feel like this right here is very special. Yes, it comes in at a little over $2,300 after taxes for just a 55-inch, and you're paying over $3,000 for that 65-inch. And no, they don't have larger screen sizes. But there are two things to keep in mind. This is early technology, so they're not going to have all the sizes in the world. You have to wait for that stuff to become more mainstream. You have to wait for them to see that there's a market, right? And in addition to that, this is a Gen 1, so you can't expect the world. But honestly, I like 55-inch TVs to 65-inch max. So that's my sweet spot. And so this is in my realm anyway. And I mean, the contrast and the depth, like, just look at this scene right now. I mean, you can probably get a good idea as to how amazing it looks in person. Because no camera's going to show you 100% of what I see with my naked eye and what you would see in the real world looking at this TV set. But what I can tell you is this damn thing slaps so hard. And I've seen some reviewers like Vincent over at HD TV Test try to downplay its almost just immediate like domination of the OLED market. And I'm here to tell you that these people are either running damage control because they're getting VIP treatment from LG, or they've got some weird axe to grind with Samsung for some personal reason that I couldn't care less about. But what I can tell you is, without making unsubstantiated claims behind closed doors where nobody has ever seen you make any kind of attempt to measure brightness, I did the test in real time. Check the uploads. You'll see this TV maintains 1400 nits with ease. This TV had a peak of over 1580 nits. That is absolutely LED territory, and it is a monster because of it. Most flagship TVs struggle to hit that. And this TV just does it like it's nothing. And I think when you're sitting here and you're deciding on a perfect TV, I mean, this, while, yeah, sure, when you get to 100% full screen brightness, you're not going to be experiencing the same level of peak brightness, of course. But every TV's like that. There's always a brightness fall off when you get to a full screen of brightness. But what's so miraculous is like the smaller highlights, like the ambient light bouncing off of characters' faces, or like that stack of paper in the background, or like that little light bulb above this dude's head right now. Like all these little highlights are so incredibly bright and strong on the Samsung. And I think that's due in part to just what they fed it this year, that extra sauce, the lights reflecting off the building right now. I mean, just look at that. It's incredible. All those lights now on Spider-Man. This is what that extra brightness gains you. And then you throw quantum dots behind it and the game is forever changed. The message today is very, very simple. This is a TV you need to run out and buy before there starts to become shortages like we saw with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Because I guarantee you, people are going to start talking about this more and more as people start getting able to afford it and as this thing starts going on sale. And when that happens, you're going to find yourself missing the train entirely because this is going to sell out like hotcakes. I highly recommend this product. It's an S-rank product all day, every day, and that's as fast and as quick as anyone's going to tell you.